Hi everyone, it's me, Charlene, and I am back to talk about some plants that I need help with and some plants that are doing very well. So I have one, two, three, four, five Calatheas here, one purple waffle plant, and then my Alocasia, I think it's African mask. So these two are doing fine, but my Calatheas are struggling. For instance, this one, I don't know what's wrong with it. I know this soil looks dry. It's a little damp. I've been watering it constantly. The leaves look horrible. They're curled up, and then even when I get new growth, the leaves are so tiny. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. When I water it really well. I don't really let it dry out because then this happens. And I have a humidity in my home of about anywhere from 50 to 80, maybe even 90%, depending on what the weather's like outside. And I have a humidity measurer thing that I can't remember the name of it. Now, this Calathea, which I don't know what type of Calathea it is, they have a tag in here, but it just says Calathea. Like, sorry. I don't know if you guys can see that. It just says Calathea. But it doesn't tell me which one. And I know it's not the medallion. This one too, you see, there's these leaves here. And I tried to cut them off. And this one isn't doing horribly, but it's not doing great. You can come in, Ernest. People can't see you. But it's doing decent. I mean, you can see in there, I hope. Here's another dead leaf. But anyway, this is another one I'm struggling with. Then there is this one that is very similar, if not the same exact plant, to this one. But look at that. See how the leaves are curled up, which to my understanding is a sign that it needs water. But I'm watering these things like every other day. And I'm sorry I paused. The hubby is behind me looking and watching me. Hi, Ernest. Oh, but he don't want to talk. Okay. I am getting some new leaves, but look at this side. It looks horrible. This plant was much fuller. Now it's not looking so full and robust. This is really bad. This is what these leaves make. This is what these leaves are looking like. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I actually have a humidifier on them. I checked for bugs. I spray it. I spray for cautious reasons and if I think I see something. This is another thing. Look at how this leaf looks. Y'all see that? What does that mean? I need help. Then, like I said, with this one, it is, and I was watering this. For this one, it's doing really good. I have a little yellow leaf here, but that's normal. I know that. But you see how the leaves look, excluding this one. Okay, we get that up. That one doesn't look so hot. It's weird how it grew. But outside of this leaf, everything looks really good on this plant. I'm getting some new leaves. I'm getting a new leaf here. I'm getting a new leaf there. And then one back here. So that's 3 minimum that I can see. But like I said, this one does fine. And It's in a different section. It's in the same room, which is the living room, but one is on the left side of the living room, the other is on the right side. I don't know if you guys can hear that airplane passing. Sounds like one of them small planes. And then there's this one. Now, I noticed today this yellowing around the leaf. This was another one that was all curled up, like how this bad one over here looks. As you can, hope you can see. And let me bring this a little closer. And I watered it really well. What was it, yesterday, day before at the most? And the soil's already dry. But this one tends to perk back up. And I don't know what I'm not doing right. I need help with Calatheas, or Calathea, however you say it. This is one variety of plants that I really like, and I want to do right by it. These two over here are the ones that do well for me. Those two, this one and this one. But and this one is like somewhere on the fence between going really wrong or doing really good or doing good. So if you can help me with that. My purple waffle plant, a nice young lady, I believe it's a young lady, I could be wrong, it could be a male, that watched my video, had asked if I could do a video on this plant. I told her I would do some research. Now, I know this plant was not high on my list. My video stopped and I don't know why. But this plant was not high on my list as a plant I would want to get. I didn't think it was very appealing looking, but what I finally decided, let me get it. And when I first got it, it was not, it was fine until maybe about 2 months or so in, and then I forgot to water it. This is another plant that really needs a lot of water. The soil likes to stay moist more than not, and so I ended up killing it. It got crispy and it died, and I just said I probably could have just watered it again and it would have eventually sprouted new leaves, but I didn't want to be bothered. So about 2 years later, maybe more, I decided let me try again, and it's doing really well. So because I know the mistake I made before, I know now what to do, and I'm starting to learn how to appreciate this plant. I love the color underneath. This plant does flower. I'll hopefully remember to put a picture in of what it looks like when it flowers. But it's a plant that is getting a grow light. It has a grow light on it, and I think that's why I get such a deep, rich green. And these leaves are a decent size. I try to turn it. Sometimes I forget, so these leaves on this side are a little smaller. But as you can see, the leaves over here are getting, you know, they're not like super huge like this or Dieffenbachia or something, but it's doing really well. It's growing really nice. It's getting nice and full in here. It's definitely a plant that'll let you know when it needs to be watered, because it will droop, like really droop like that, and once you water it, it'll perk back up nice and pretty. So I hope this helps you. I still know that I follow pretty much the directions on here with the medium light. That may be useless of me showing this, so I'll just read from it. It does say medium light, water when soil feels dry, fast grower, and then to fertilize it every 3 months. I'm assuming they mean during the growing season, but who knows. That's not something I'm sure about. I don't know if this plant has a growing season of like spring through summer or summer through fall or whatever the season is. And then it does like temperatures between 65 to 80 degrees, which has been warmer in New York lately. It's definitely been in the 80s. It was a time when It was in the hundreds, or over 100, I should say. And it wasn't fun, but this plant did fine because the humidity was high. I don't think this plant worries about humidity, but it sure didn't hurt it. And then my pride and joy at this table currently, because I have more than one plant that I have my pride and joy feeling about, is my African mask. Now, this plant was at work. I put it in a co-worker's office because she has a window in her office space. And I don't have a window of my own. I sit out in a cubicle in open space. So I put it in her office. Actually, let me go back a little. This plant, when I originally got it, had a bunch of leaves. And I was sitting in an office that had no windows. So I was dropping leaves. It was dropping leaves like crazy. And I said, okay, I gotta do something. So I put it in her window, and then I ended up getting like 3 or 4 new leaves, but they did die. And then there was another leaf on this that was fading, and I decided I'm gonna bring it home and repot it because it needed to be repotted. So I did, and I gave it some cocoa coir, worm castings, some peat moss, and crapola, pumice. And I eventually got a new leaf, and this leaf is about 2 to 3 times bigger than the leaves that were on here. You can see I don't have super big hands, but still you can do a comparison, this leaf versus that leaf. This leaf has gotten bigger. It grew out. I am getting I think it may be getting no, actually I kept thinking that was another leaf coming. But anyway, it grew a new leaf in a short window. I've been spraying it for preventive reasons, because this plant in particular, from when I've had it before, yes, I've had it before, and I killed it, gets a lot of spider mites. Okay, I don't know why my daggone GoPro keeps cutting off, but anyway, this plant spider mites like this plant. So I've been doing some spraying of my mixture that is neem oil, warm water, dish soap, and alcohol, and just spraying it to make sure no daggone spider mites take it over, because I'm so proud of this leaf, and I'm hoping that some more will come eventually, and therefore I can really show it off. It's not in a big pot. It's in a bigger pot. No, I think I repotted it right back in the same pot, because it only had one leaf and it was fading, and I was like, I'll just repot it back in the same pot. I washed it down, warm water and soap, cleaned it real good, sprayed it with some alcohol, wiped it down again, and then rinsed it one more time, and this is the end result. So I'm very happy with this. This plant is beautiful. Like, this leaf is really big, and you guys can see, look at that. So that's enough of getting all lovey-dovey with this leaf and this plant. So I really would like if anyone could help me understand my Calatheas, and tell me the name of this one. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, you guys. This is really, really bad. This one is on the verge of being as bad as this one, and then whatever I'm doing right with this one and this one, let me know. And then this one, like I said, is on it's on the fence. So that's enough talking. I hope you can help me. I hope you like the video. I hope you subscribe. I hope you thumbs up. No pressure. No pressure. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.